Okay, we're doing another Golgari League, because this deck is awesome, and I love it. We just got accepted for Twitch partnership, which is really exciting. So, this is kind of like the celebration stream, I guess. Oh my gosh. Get to run some people. Oh my god, we get to go Inquisition into Bob. This is the dream. Perfect. Is there any merit in playing the new fat hexproof Baloth in a land of burning inquiry? Gaining a life is nice though, Ty, isn't it? I'm a fan of gaining some life against like all their lava spikes and fiery tempers and stuff. That sounds great, Caius. Hey Keith, good to see you. Alright, what are we taking? Hangback Walk is the most annoying card, but Ballista kills our Bob. So like, both are pretty annoying. Oh my gosh. I could take like either of these and be pretty happy with my choice, I think. Having the Bob online is going to be really powerful though. I think I'm going to take the Ballista. Oh, we could just push the Ballista? Yeah, the Ballista gets to 1-for-1 with the Bob, which I'm not in love with. I guess I can just take this though. Hangback Walker is so hard to beat with this deck if you don't have a last open hand. Oh my gosh. It's great. My Twitter is just exploding at the moment. With people like being happy about my partnership post. It's great. Yeah, I could do that, Keith. I was kind of thinking that might be an option. Especially if we draw another black source and get to hold up push for their play next turn too. Then that works out really nicely. Yeah, Walker blanks Lily a lot for sure. I kind of just want to Inquisition them. I don't want this Ballista just to trade with my Bob. I think that's kind of an unexciting trade for me. So we take the Ballista, can kill the Ravager pretty easily. This seems good. It's kind of unfortunate. I feel everyone can't fetch black mana at the moment. Okay, now we can target the Darksteel Citadel to go get a black for Fatal Push potentially. Ooh. Pity we have no second black source. Yeah, it kind of is, Ty. It kind of is. Field of Ruins being like a touch awkward here. Huh. So I do want a second black source. If I don't Inquisition this turn, this Inquisition's going dead. So I think this turn I meant to field the Darksteel Citadel to get another black source and then Inquisition them to take the Ravager. And then all they have is this worker that we can edict next turn. I think that works out pretty nicely. This does work, right? We are allowed to target the Citadel and turn this into a swamp. I'm just checking I'm not doing something really dumb here. Oh, we give them a land. That's true. I don't think that matters too much. I think I just need my second black source to function. So I think this just makes sense. We give them a land, but we get a second black source. Which I think is more important. Because then our hand becomes so much more functional. So it's like a bit awkward because they have lots of X spells in their decks. The mana actually matters to them a lot more than it would to normal affinity. But I think this is good. I think this is good. It really does tie. Porphyry Nodes is just like a super weird card though. Porphyry Nodes doesn't really make any sense. God damn it. Hangback Walkers. a problem. It was definitely the mill that did it, Lurch. 100%. They were just like, we need to support mill happening on stream. Clearly, mill is important. I hate this card. Right. And they have a Throne of Geth too. It's really hard to process what they can do with this Throne of Geth. They can, like, sack the worker to put a counter on this, to make this a 2/2, then they get 2 1/1s. But we need to pop the Hangerback Walker sooner than later. Oh, they can get it up to 3? Yeah, it makes it a 3/3. Okay. That makes sense. The longer we leave this Hangerback Walker, the more of an issue it is. So I could just spew 2 removal spells to get through this. He ran into it face first at the PTQ. Sounds painful, Camber. I feel like we just need to spew 2 removal spells on this, but it sucks because I want to get my Bob going soon. We've just had this, like, sitting awkwardly in hand for ages. But, like, the longer this stays here, the more of a problem it is. Once this is gone, they have a bunch of Thopters, which are, like, annoying, but... So if I do it this way and they go to regen, I get to Fatal Push in response, and then they never get a land. Which is kind of nice. So they're going to sack the worker. Oh, they're going to sack the Darksteel Citadel, make their worker a 2/2. Yeah, it gets so much worse for me as the game goes on. I agree. Agree completely. Yeep. Alert. Alert. This is their 3rd Ancient Stirrings. Alright, at least they didn't find too good a card off it. I'm okay with an Arcbound worker. Would not hate drawing a Last Hope at some point. Okay. So they can, like, sack the Throne to pump these. I think I just have to play out my Bob, but I'm not convinced that we won't just have to, like, trade Bob off. I think having to sack the Field of Ruin in order to have enough black sources is what probably cost us this game. Although this matchup is really tough regardless. We've, like, tuned our list for this matchup and I still think it's pretty rough. So if I block one of these, they get to... Yeah, if I block this, they dump counters on it, so it's a 3/3. And then they eat my Bob. So I guess I just have to take this. Like, this is the sort of deck that Scales beats up on. Scales really struggles against, like, the super linear decks. But it beats up on these fair decks really well. Okay, I cast the Goyf, which means I can now block these decently. Which is something. Am I attacking? Or am I holding back Bob? I think I'm not blocking with Bob. It's kind of rough. We might end up dying to our Bob. But I don't think blocking works out very well for us. They just get to sack something to the Evo Leap and get lots of value. Okay. Yeah, it really is, Imogen. When your deck is like just lots of removal, their deck is so resilient against it. Because of like Modular, Hangerback Walker, Welding Jar, just basically their whole deck grinds through removal. Which makes it really challenging. Okay. So it becomes a 3/3. It doesn't help that they drew Evo Leap, which is a card that's like specifically for these grindy matchups. Oh, so they've got 7 in the air by sacking these. That's nice. Or 7, regardless. And then they don't even lose a creature to the Tarmogoyf. They were just super dead. That was rough. I feel like our opponent drew quite well once we were in a top decking situation. But that's also just kind of how the matchup goes. They're very well equipped for our spot removal. I half wonder if the Baloth is any good, just because it gains us life and punches through. Liliana of the Veil is Garbo, as we witnessed. We just like never had a chance to cast her. I think you have to cut at least one Bob, especially when we're bringing in 4-drops. But also Bob is really awkward against Ballista. And then kind of tempted by this Baloth, I think. I don't know if it's actually good. Maybe it's just not good. Good morning, Michael. Good to see you. I know, it's so exciting. It's like kind of amazing. I was not expecting it in the slightest. I think I'm going to be bringing the Baloth. I'm not convinced the Baloth's actually good. Yeah, they can still just burst me down. This is Unravel the Aether. Shuffles in an artifact or enchantment. So it's really good against Hangerback Walker specifically. It's also good against like Scrap Trawler and Wormcoil Engine, which are both pretty problematic cards. Let's try out this. We also have Kalitas. 2 Kalitas main deck, which is partially out of respect to this matchup. I think he helps the matchup a lot, so I'm definitely keeping this hand. I'll get partnered the minute I'll stop thinking. Yeah, that's basically what happened. I like submitted the request like 2 days ago, assumed nothing would come of it, and then like instantly happens. I think Thoughtseize this turn, and then I can have Fatal Push up on their turn too. I just want to stop Hardened Scales hitting the board. Okay. So I have to take one Steel Overseer and kill the other one. Then they have a Dismember for my Kalitas. I think I just really need to make sure my Kalitas lives against them. Kalitas is so strong. Obviously if they draw a Welding Jar it gets super awkward though. Is there any chance they ever dismember the Scavenging Ooze? If so, I think I'm just taking the Overseer. I think I'm just going to hope they dismember the Scavenging Ooze. We're also like a long way away from Kalitas too. Okay. Huh. What am I doing? I think I want to go Treetop Casting the Scooze here just lets them use their mana, but that would incline them to dismember it, which would be nice. Alright, I'm just going to cast the Scooze here, because I want them to dismember the Scooze instead of my Kalitas. And this is like a good opportunity for them to use their mana efficiently. And if they don't, we get to like gain some life and start punching in, which is also nice. Alright, so they drew a Citadel. This is a Ballista. This is the Overseer. Cool, we get to kill the Overseer. That's so nice. I'm going to do this instead of, with the push instead of the trophy, even though it's less mana efficient. Because I don't want to like ramp them when they're casting a Ballista this turn, potentially. This deck is sweet. I really like it. I agree completely. Hey there, Nian. Good to see you. No! Alright, we have the Kalitas, so we can actually beat that card for the first time in our lives. But I'm obviously not in love with it. Let's hope they don't draw a land for their Ballista. So I'm definitely playing this Bob regardless. I have to use my mana. Aw, thanks, Teresa. I appreciate it. I'm so happy about it. You're in the Lake District, Imogen? Oh my god, I'm so jealous. I've never been there, but like all the pictures of it just look gorgeous. I really want to go walking there one day. Alright. Cast my Kalitas. Go. This is the card that gives us a shot. Draw some more removal to go over the Kalitas, start shooting down their stuff. I'm very happy my opponent doesn't have Ardent Scales, I agree. I am not happy they have this. Although we have a Kalitas, that makes this card so much worse. It's actually amazing. Like, the Kalitas just shuts this down. Well, like, they get to draw creatures, but we get zombies. I almost don't care about this. I don't know if that's me being unreasonable, but just like the flow of zombies sounds amazing. Right, I think I want to hit my opponent for 6. Thanks, Amy. I'm actually considering playing some Mill later, because Mill is great. I like Mill too much. So we can but hope. Thank you so much. Hope you have a nice time. I kind of want to cast Bob. They do have this Ballista in hand though. So they get to ping Bob down. But it like forces them to use some of their mana on that. Which I think is worth. Ooh, you put a picture on the Discord of the... Oh my god. That's kind of great, Imogen. Yeah, I really want to go like walking in the district at some point. Okay, that is a walking Ballista. So they get to ping Bob. The annoying thing is this Hangerback can almost block Kalitas. But we've got like Trophy to punch through once. And then any removal spell starts giving us zombies. So I guess I trophy this to get the Welding Jar out the way. And then I attack for 6. Hey there, Tanner. Good to see you. Oh, I'm not meant to play this land. I have Collective Brutality in my deck. That was not wise. Yeah, Collective Brutality means means I'm meant to hold the land, because I might want to drain them and kill a ballista or something. They get to just pump their ballista, but now another removal spell means they have to start chumping, which is absurd for us. Where is Snubs hiding? That is a good question. I will go find Snubs. Somewhere in this room. There we go. Snubs is hiding here. Ah! Snubby! Why? Why do you fall? Why must you be subject to the same gravity that affects us all? Hey, George. I know, it's amazing, Jason. I'm so hype about it. It's like actually absurd. Alright, ballista's ticking. Soon this can deal with Kalitas. We have to get something going before then. We need a removal spell, really. Just any removal spell. That is a removal spell. New emotes when? I've uploaded one. It's gonna take like a short moment to be approved, and then I'm gonna be commissioning a bunch this evening, which I'm really excited for. So it does a bunch of things. It gives you more emote slots. It gives you a bunch of new opportunities, which I need to look into properly. It means that once you reach certain levels of subs, you get more money per sub. You get to run ads. The most relevant thing is more emote slots though, which is delightful. Oh, so if I kill this, they have to chump. That's interesting. But if I kill this, they have to chump too. But they can ping. This is interesting. So we get to make Kalitas a 5/6. Yeah, I think that's the case too, Michael. I believe so. Which one am I pushing? I guess if I grow my Kalitas, the ballista doesn't matter that much. Yeah, they have the Ink Moth. I guess they get to like, but if they chump, I get another zombie, which seems amazing to me. I think I want to kill the Hangerback. And then I can make this a 5/6 attack. They chump, I get another zombie, but they can't kill this with ballista anymore. Unless they leap into a ballista, which would be hard to beat, but... Oh my god, Imogen. Yeah, KCI does not seem the easiest deck to play in that scenario. In case they draw Dismember. Yeah, we're gonna... Well, we get to see the leap first, but... No, god damn it, they have another ballista? That's such a tilt. Jeez. Oh my god. That makes things a lot tougher. So they have 1, 2, 3. So they can do it for free. Alright, so I attack, and then I can eat the zombie. They can chump with the Nexus, but then I get another zombie. So even if they ballista our stuff down, the Treetop and the second zombie should do work. Maybe I'm not meant to attack. I feel like I have to, though. I'm worried that if they put a counter on Kalitas, -1/-1 counter on Kalitas, that might make him easier for them to kill. Which is definitely a concern. This does get rid of a land though, which means if they draw a land, it doesn't let them make their ballista any larger too. That's actually pretty relevant. So they can kill Kalitas here, but it would give me at least one zombie, and then they would die. I believe. Yeah. Wow, this card is absurd against them. They drew pretty well, but Kalitas just took over. Okay. That was a lot. Do I want to change anything? Wait until I see the 7 mana Kalitas. I can't remember that one at all. How did I get on the Axion yesterday? I didn't do my best. I went 2 and 4. I think I ran like exceptionally poorly. I was pretty happy with the list. I think my matchups were decent too, but just like lots of mulliganing to 6, lots of like being on the wrong end of what are basically coin flip scenarios and stuff. Yeah, I almost wonder if Kalitas is so good you can just have a 3rd in the board. Kalitas does just feel like completely unreasonable against so many decks. I've been very happy with the 2 in the main deck. Like, super happy. Yeah, I played green-black yesterday, for sure. Kalitas wins the game. George, Kalitas really wins the game. This doesn't have a threat, but I think we're meant to keep. Because green-black life. Yeah. It's a problem. It's definitely a problem. God, this Thoughtseize is gonna go dead. So I guess if I don't take the Overseer, they get to dump counters on their Blinkmoth. So I have to take the Overseer, and then I can like grind my way through this stuff. It's really awkward. This is one of the few decks in the format that really punishes the fact that Trophy is not Abrupt Decay. Like, they're so good at using their mana in the late game that the extra lands of Trophy actually just matter a ton. Oh my god. That does kill a Ballista. Through a Welding Jar. Am I meant to Thoughtseize them because this is the only chance I get? Yeah, the hand doesn't seem amazing. But it seems fine. I guess this is the only chance I get to get equity out of this card. And then I can use the push to get the Welding Jar out of play, which is going to be relevant for later. I can still Collective Brutality this next turn. It sucks. I would really like a second green source. So I guess I'm playing this. Yeah, them being on the play, making the Seize bad. Oh, they might draw a leap or something and then Seizes live. That's true. I guess I could have waited for something like that to happen. Alright, do this before they get info. This takes the jar out of play, which is nice. Thanks, Jarvis. Appreciate it. Should you play this deck in the SCG Envy? Almost certainly not, but I enjoy it a lot. So, here we are. I enjoy this deck a whole ton, for better or worse. So, I'd like to get this out of play sooner rather than later. But this is like a really clean opportunity to kill something with the Brutality. So I think I'm just going to do this. It is not bad, George. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Oh, it's a bit awkward. If I do this, I can't double trophy next turn. If I was to want to. So maybe I am meant to trophy the scales this turn. And then we can probably, if we can't Brutality their Ballista, we'll get to Brutality something later in the game. If we can Brutality their Ballista, that means they probably haven't drawn a spell, which is great for us. I think I am meant to trophy here. That actually makes sense to me. You'd Brutality Ballista for sure. I think I like this. Like, I guess we could spend next turn Fielder ruining the Blink Moth and then trophying. This also stops, like, any top-decked creatures from being made larger when they enter. You take a big whack, but that's fine. I think. Then I'm going to be, like, reasonably stable. Stopping them from getting an extra counter on, like, a worker or another ballista or something seems very relevant. That's an Overseer, so I can kill their... I can currently answer their whole board pretty cleanly. I do need to draw a threat, but... Oh, you'd want to keep instant speed removal for Ravager nonsense. That's fair. Okay. So. Just, like, kill these. Don't let them know about the Fielder run. I guess I could kick this to try and take a Dismember, but that seems pretty unlikely to work. And I want to shrink this one and trophy this one because this lets them do 1 less damage. Because they do want the land, but like if I just shrink this one, they they can deal 2 to me, whereas this way if they want the land they can only deal 1. It makes a difference. Hey Magister. Good to see you. Right, we really need to draw a threat to turn this corner. But we're not in the worst position. Right, this one's potentially scary. Doesn't do anything quite yet, though. Right. Guess there's no reason not to just do this now. Oh, I do it draw step, I guess, because of letting them draw a basic. I guess I also force them to, like, invest mana in it if I wait. I don't know. I don't think it makes any difference when I do it ready, but... very minimal difference. Alright, well we're bricking, but they are also bricking, so can't really complain. Sure. I'm gonna hold this land for like a Brutality or something, in case we want to drain later on. I don't need the mana in play currently. Hanger back. Walker. Right. That is an issue. We are continuing to draw lands. Oh my god, we're just gonna die to that thing. Well, at least we got the Languish. The Languish cleans up the Thopters. Oh, you're correct, Lassie. That's the reason to do it draw step, because of Phyrexia's Core. Alright. Maelstrom Pulse. Off the top. Come on, Maelstrom Pulse. I believe. That is not a Maelstrom Pulse. Alright, let's not play this matchup again. This matchup sucks. I'm pretty sure that's just the hardest matchup we've played. We've played it a couple times now. Like 3 times now. We've won it once, but it felt like we got really lucky to beat it. They're just so good at grinding against removal. The one slight issue with my list has been, it has felt a bit threat-light to me. I don't really like Tracker very much, but... I didn't bring in the Fulminators, Michael. It's possible I was meant to. Yeah, especially once you bought out, like, some number of Bobs. The deck definitely gets a bit threat-light. I could see wanting some way to get around that. I was super medium on Tracker though, and I'm not sure what other options there are. That's the problem. Alright, this sounds very solid. Yeah, I know, so Jade says she boards in Fulminators against them when she's playing Jund. I do think because of Field of Ruin, I'm less bothered by their creature lands than Jund is. But it could still be correct to bring in Fulminators regardless. Right, against any sort of Flooded Strand, I'm just going to put them to the truth test. You know, do you have a path to exile? If so, use it right now. If not, I can start pulling ahead. Why Bob over Tracker? Because Modern is really fast and linear at the moment. I don't believe you can afford to be spending lots of mana to slowly draw cards. Whereas Bob, you can just like stick on turn 2 and then just like gives you like a decent flow of cards over the course of the game, and you don't need to worry about investing any more mana in him. When we were playing Tracker, it felt like a decent portion of the time, Oust, oh my god, that's so disgusting. It means we don't get our free land drop off the path. When we were playing Tracker, it felt like a third of the time it was a 5 mana Rogue Refiner, which is clearly just bad. A third of the time it was like this 3/2 I never wanted to cast because maybe I'm just meant to cast this pre-combat. The Goyf on its own just doesn't feel like enough pressure. I'm worried if I cast the Bob though. They went top of the Serum Visions, so they could just like draw a Terminus next turn. So I don't feel like I can cast the Bob this turn. I do have a Field of Ruin to shuffle away a Terminus. That's relevant. Is that worth doing? Do we want to go like field your Hallowed Fountain, play Bob? The timing's a bit awkward because if we were going to do this, we should do it before attacking, but it might be that I want to do that. It plays badly into Supreme Verdict, I guess. But I don't think the Goyf on its own is enough. I read about that, Lassie. That was amazing. The actual 0 match wins take down the tournament. It's also like spewing a Field of Ruin, but we have another one, so I'm not too concerned about that. I just feel like they'd try and float a Terminus if they saw one. And then that makes like the Oust really good. Yeah, this may be a spew. This may just be incorrect. I'm going to try it though. Just really don't want to run this Bob into a Terminus. Hey there, Routus. Dredge was insane. Yeah, I keep wondering if I'm just meant to be playing Dredge this coming weekend. I am probably going to play a bit more Dredge on stream at some point. Yeah, max punished for not doing this pre-combat. I just didn't even think that I could use the Field of Ruin to make Bob safe until we were already attacking though, but obviously we missed a couple damage because of that, which is not ideal. Alright, Trophy plus Replay Goyf is nice though. I'm gonna do this first because of Spell Snare. I don't think I want to play my field, because then I expose my field to an opposing field. There's like a tiny bit of motivation to keep hold of this because of Collective Brutality, though. That makes sense, Lassie. Not enough hate to split between the team cleanly. Also, like, Dredge has been on a bit of a downtick, so maybe people aren't respecting it enough. Yeah, this matchup's really hard when they draw a bunch of Planeswalkers and we don't draw any of ours. Or any discard. I think we were like 2-0 in this matchup so far on stream though. The last couple times we played it. Alright, Liliana is a big pickup. Guess I'm discarding this Decay. Sucks if they have Detention Sphere. Specifically, but Dredge player got surgicaled 3 times in the first 3 turns and won. That is so absurd. That's kind of unreasonable. Alright. Punished for ditching the Decay, I guess. Obviously the Field of Ruin's also great though. This is slipping away. God, I need this Fatal Push for the Colonnade. I think I'm just gonna pass the turn rather than plussing my Lily. Feels so bad. I have to like hope they attack with their Colonnade like a mad person, but I think that's how we stand a chance. So I can field Colonnade, but I think I need to field Escanta, right? Otherwise Escanta just like can never be beaten. Right, we really need them to activate this Colonnade or else we can never win this. Even if they don't activate it, we can probably never win this, but... Alright, that is good. That is a start. That is a start. I was meant to do this beginning of combat because of negate. I guess it doesn't matter. If this gets negated, I can't win anyway, realistically. So it doesn't actually matter terribly, but I was definitely meant to do that beginning of combat. Like, strictly correct. Okay. Sideboard time. Bring in some cards. Take out some Fatal Pushes. And... what else? Kalitas kind of sucks here. We have Field of Ruin to kill the Colonnade, but then we're just dying to the Azcanta is the problem. No trackers. Yeah, I kind of feel like the blue, white, and Jeskai decks are just bad, so I don't really respect them very much. Like, it felt like these sorts of matchups are the only places where you really want tracker. I might be off base with that, but that is how it felt to me. I feel like a tiny bit more removal in my deck post-board than I'd like. Surgical. I mean, it's not like the most unreasonable card to bring in. Has solid meme value too. Which, you know, can't be disregarded. I'm trying my hardest, George. Trying my hardest. Wow, this hand is great. A+ hand. So the two cards I care about are Snapcaster and Negate. If I don't take the Negate now, I cannot resolve the Liliana on turn 3. Obviously Snapcaster is the card that matters the most, though. I think I meant to take the Negate so I can just curve out nicely here. Maybe that's short-sighted, but next time we get to stick a Goyf. Okay. Yeah, I'll get to Inquisition something later, I imagine. Just want to land my Goyf this turn though. And next time we can land Lily and start chewing through their hand. Alright. Bob is nice. Now I kind of want to go Inquisition Bob, almost. I think that might be better than casting the Liliana this turn. So I'll still get Liliana in underneath counter magic. This helps like make sure the way's clear with all the new cards they've seen off like the opt and their draw steps as well. Okay, they're gonna counter this so that we can't take the snappy. Rude. Oh, they're just gonna run out the snappy. They don't have any cheap things for this to hit. That's brutal. Jeez. Yeah. Strong. At least our Bob gets to stick now though, which is good for us. And the hand's like good, but beatable. Alright, that's frustrating. I guess I want to get a black source. Makes Scooze a bit worse, but means if I draw like a Thoughtseize, I can go Thoughtseize into Lily potentially. Huh. Interesting. So I go Lily Edict them. And next turn if they play Jace, we get to go Trophy plus Brutality. Otherwise we just have like Lily on a clean board with a Goyf battling in. They can't afford to just sit there holding up Cryptic forever. They kind of have to do something proactive, which is probably the Jace. And that just makes like our hand really nice. Once we're Hellbent, we need to be conscious of their ability to Cryptic to bounce Liliana. But not quite there yet. Because they can bounce Liliana in response to the +1 to make us discard her. Nice Crow, the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for the support, Nice Crow. I appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a Knight of Autumn. Everyone get some hearts in chat for Nice Crow. Alright, we have to trophy this. That means I don't get to play my Goyf this turn. I do get to go Trophy, Brutality, the Cryptic, make you discard something good though. Which is nice. By the way, for all the subs out there, we're gonna be having more emotes showing up over the next couple weeks. I've uploaded one that will hopefully be approved soon. And okay, so now I know nothing about their hand, which I'm excited about, and I'm going to be getting more commissioned tonight now that we're partnered, so we should have lots of emotes coming in soon. Right, I definitely just take the Cryptic here. They can't cast it yet, but it's just the most powerful card. It's like a bit awkward that if I don't take the path, they get to path the Goyf when I go to plus Lily next turn. But the trophy's gonna fix their mana for the Cryptic. I think I just want to take the most powerful card and just like accept that maybe my Goyf gets pathed, but whatever. Don't think I'm too concerned about that. As long as I have Lily active and they don't have too much going on. Looking forward to the Snubby emote. We'll have to see what we can do about that one. So the problem is I'm not allowed licensed properties as emotes, technically. So we have to figure out exactly whether I can make that work. Because that's the thing that's stopping a Mew emote from happening. This is a really frustrating card for them to have drawn. Probably just like the single best card they could have here. Now if I want to stick my Tarmogoyf, I have to discard Lily Last Hope. That's probably fine. I guess I have Field of Ruin for the search. What am I talking about? The search does nothing. We're actually just in a great position. Yeah, opponent has Path in hand. So if I want to stick Tarmogoyf, so I have two options. I can either stick a second Planeswalker and start ticking her up and just like leave Lily on 2. Or I can go discard this Liliana, play my Goyf that kills you in 3 turns. Which is kind of nice. Yeah, sticking the second Lily is nice for sure. Also means next turn I get to go field into Tarmogoyf, like I can field the search, which is pretty appealing to me. Oh, I can discard the Goyf and get it back. That's the best line. That's the best line. Yeah, and then we keep getting loyalty on this, and we keep them hellbent, which is pretty important. So I can cast this Liliana. I'm just going to tick up this Liliana for now, because we can minus her next turn, provided they don't have like Rest in Peace in their deck. And this way our draw step can inform what we want to do. Because if we draw like a green spell, draw a Tarmogoyf, it means that we still get to plus our this Liliana. Whereas if we draw a Tarmogoyf and have this Tarmogoyf in our hand, it's really awkward. Because then we don't get to put loyalty on this Liliana without discarding something. That is a Teferi. That is a good magic card. Opponent's drawing reasonably well, Michael. You're not wrong. The old Thoughtseize bug issue. Why are my Thoughtseizes so bad? Right, they didn't get an untapped land, so they don't get to activate a Scanter at least. So we've got that going for us. Huh. I don't want to do something weird here. I might just be bad. I was considering like minus Liliana, get back Goyf plus Liliana so that we can make them discard before trophying. That's only correct if they have like specifically a counterspell in hand though. Otherwise it's just like quite a bit worse than just going field into trophy. I think I just want to go field into trophy. Maybe this is greedy. It's like pretty awkward if they have a counterspell in hand. We know they don't have a land in hand. 100%. There's plenty of things they could have that aren't 2-mana counterspells. Yeah, it's possible this is overly greedy. It's like reasonably hard to lose this if we clear both of these off the board. Sick. Well, that worked out perfectly. Right, now we can make plus this. If they have a Snapcaster, we get to snipe it. It's just Terminus. Alright. This worked out literally as perfectly as it could have. Oh my god. Resolves. Alright, this is kind of great. I'm having fun. Don't know about my opponent over there, but I'm having a delightful time. Oh my god. If I play this out, they get to terminate anything with a Cryptic. But I would like more green mana in general. It's not even like that bad for us if they have a Cryptic. Cool. Alright. Delight confirmed proportional to number of unchecked planeswalkers. Isn't that just the truth though? Isn't that just the truest statement? to double ultimate next turn. Fetch now. Oh, because now they can have Snap Cryptic up. I guess they just don't crack the fetch. And that's also fine. I get punished if I specifically draw Overgrown for the tomb for the turn. Resolves. They're just hoping I don't have a second Overgrown Tomb. I respect that. It doesn't, yeah, they're just hoping we don't have a second Overgrown Tomb. I kind of respect that. It's like not like you can do anything else. Don't concede. I want to ultimate my Planeswalkers. Conceding would be incredibly rude. Ruin my fun. Alright. I kinda want to kill the Snapcaster. I guess this is also good. Ultimate my Liliana. Yeah, exactly, George. Islands versus Snap and Plains. Seems pretty easy. Ultimate my Liliana. This is great. I am having a blast. I don't know about opponent over there, but I am enjoying this. Rawr. Yeah, this is game 2, sadly. Have to win a game 3, but this game wasn't too bad. Liliana's so good. Liliana too good. Yeah, clock equity for opponent, that makes sense. Wigan is damp Mardu. Oh my god. That sounds not ideal. Alright. This is going well so far. I need to get the game 3 on the draw though. Being on the play was huge there. It gave us time to run out another discard spell before casting our Liliana on 4. Just like something we wouldn't have been able to do if we were on the draw because of Cryptic Command. So this is definitely going to be a bit tougher on the draw. This hand is nice though. Discard into Bob. We've got a Treetop too to help pressure in the aftermath. Alright. So the D-Sphere doesn't matter because of Pulse. The Path is the thing that cleanly answers Bob. Kinda just want to take the Bob. The Path. And land Bob. Just like force them to find another answer, or use their D-Sphere, which we then just get to pulse away anyway. That seems fine. Okay. The opts are really nice at like denying us info about what their hand looks like. I feel like the opts play better against us than Serum Visions would in that regard, weirdly. I feel like I just stick this, like, Just such a must answer threat. And we've taken their answer. The Goyf isn't quite as important for them to answer, so since they're on like 20 at the moment, I guess a virtual 19 because of the strand. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, they have the field for the treetop. That's rude. I think they just have to slam D-Sphere. They just can't let us draw cards with this, right? Unless they're planning on taking our removal spell with the Clique. Which is a bit optimistic. Against like our mono Liliana deck. Yeah, they have to take Last Hope here. They 100% have to take Last Hope. And then we get to Brutality them. Oh my god, Lassie. Despite me for saying they're actually on 19. Opponents they targeted me. This is an absurd. Jeez. That was something. Thanks, opponent. Appreciate you. One Lily becomes another. That's because it's the targeting is coming from the opponent towards us, so we both get arrows. It's really weird, but that is how it is done. No! My Bob! Yes, Bob's done its work. It, like, replaced itself, so whatever. But the heartbreak is still real. I love my Dark Confidant. You got Opt Scry to the bottom terminus last week? Yeah, it's rough. Rough world to be in. Alright, now we get to use this Pulse. Ooh, we get to Inquisition plus Pulse to make sure the way is safe. Alright, the way is safe. There is this colonnade hanging out over there, which is a wee bit problematic, but I think we're going to be fine. What if there was a Teferi? We don't like it to think about that sort of world. Alright, they're going to get to shoot down our Liliana with the colonnade, but it's going to take them a lot of time and effort. So I don't think I'm too worried about that. I think I'm discarding the Brutality. Right? Because then I go Treetop plus Goyf next turn. They can just field the Treetop. It makes, like, future creature lands safe. Also, like, forces them to commit some mana to that when they need to be attacking down Liliana. Yeah, Brutality sucks here. I agree. Right, so the hand is clear. They have another Clique, or no? Alright, so we start by plussing. See what happens. Get rid of this Catacombs. Wow, we got rid of another Field of Ruins. They only have one field left in their deck. They do just get to field my Treetop now, but they need to draw a land to even attack my Liliana, and they have to answer my 5/6. So I think we're pretty far ahead at the moment. I'm a real streamer now. I know, right, Injectilio? It's so exciting. Validating, etc. You know what? That is kind of okay. What emotes are coming? So, the one that I've already uploaded, and that should be available very soon, I hope, is Autumn Jam. Which is just like, everyone wanted a jam emote, because I sit there tanking forever on whether I should attack or cast a spell, when everyone else just sees it as like clearly obvious that you just jam the spell and see what happens. So we've got one of those coming, which is really nice, and then I'm gonna commission a bunch of emotes tonight. That will take like maybe a week or two to show up from the person who did my tier 2 and tier 3 emotes, because their work is just amazing. So I'm very excited about that. So I know we need a never mulliganing emote of some description. That needs to be a thing, obviously. Ooh, Fulminator is not a bad one. Am I just ultimating this Lily? I go like Jace 2 colonnades versus these. Could go Jace 2 islands versus all white sources. We're definitely ultimating, so I need to get the Jace out of play. We've got an active Bob. Like, they're probably drawing an answer to it soon, but... Oh, Jace Colonnade Island. Huh. Interesting. And then I can fulminate them off white if they keep the Jace. If they keep the other pile, I can still get rid of their colonnade. Yeah, don't let them have both colonnades, I agree. And don't let them have white mana with the Jace either. Do they know about the Fulminator? Oh, they know about the Fulminator, which is kind of frustrating. I think this is the line though. And even then. Not entirely, Nana. I'm still deciding on a deck. This is the deck I enjoy the most. I don't know that that makes it responsible for me to play though. I think Dredge is just like very strong. So it's possible I'm just meant to play Dredge. Right, I'm definitely playing out the Fulminator. Am I just killing the Colonnade now? They have 4 mana spells in their deck, which I'd kind of like to cut them off. If they draw a removal spell, it means we have no threat, which is annoying. I think I like doing this though. You think Dredge is great? Yeah, I think Dredge is very strong. Yeah, or it could just be like another, like a Verdict or something, right? But we cut them off as well. This is an absurd one. Jeez. Oh, we have a Fulminator in our yard. Am I draining off this Decay? I kind of want to keep the Decay, I think. If we need to kill our Bob, we have Liliana to do that with. So I'm not too concerned about that. Our life total's still really, really high. I think Decay being able to answer a Scanter is just so nice. Oh my god, they drew the Cryptic. Look at me killing the Colonnade main phase. Taste it, Cryptic. I'm just gonna return the Fulminator now. To play around them drawing another... I guess we have a Decay for the another D-Sphere. They're just 100% done. Awesome. Oh my god, Liliana. Liliana is how you win. These silly blue-white matchups. Who needs Tracker? Now, I think we're now 3-0 against blue-white control on stream with green-black. With like, what the first time was with 2 trackers in the deck, and the 2 wins since have been with like 0 trackers. Yeah, it hits Iskanta, but it doesn't hit much. It's possible I meant to drain. Draining also like speeds up our clock a bit. So yeah, it's a fine matchup. It plays out a lot better than you think it would. For sure. Especially with green-black having Field of Ruin to fight back against Colonnade and Iskanta, I think that's really important. Also, like, messes up Terminus. They can, like, float a Terminus on top of a Jace, and then you field them. Alright. Currently 1-1. Instead of Ravines, you have Field, yeah. I think Field plays better against them than the Ravine does, weirdly, because they have their fields to fight over your Ravines. Whereas your fields can, like, snipe their colonnades before they have a chance to field you back. Obviously, Ravine's good against them too, but I think I prefer field in the matchup. Whilst we wait for our opponent here, I'm going to go get some water. I'll just be a sec. Ooh, okay, opponent has showed up the moment I said that. I guess I'll get water later on. Easy keep. Never not keeping. Humans. This is our first time facing humans. This is exciting. Maybe that we have so many Kalitas for them. So I could just push this to buy time. Feels like it's kind of spewing a push though. Kind of just want to run out the Thoughtseize before we're under too much pressure. I guess because of Liliana, like, every creature needs to die sooner or later. Because of the Edict effect. Alright, this Thoughtseize will do something later on, I'm sure. Have some respect, Bolt the Bird. Yeah. Alright, VT's just great. VT just knows how to play Magic. Clearly. Oh. Can we please draw a 3rd land next turn? Just, like, end this game. So, I don't think I drained them. I was thinking, like, their removal for Kalitas is Reflector Mage. So, the second Kalitas is kind of pointless. But we also might end up discarding cards to our Liliana. In which case, we want to discard the backup Kalitas anyway. Yeah, this game's pretty over. Agree. It's weird. The more I play this list, the more I think triple black is more important than double green. Because it's basically just like a mono black deck. Weirdly. Like, you only want more than one green source for skews. So... like, if we were to draw, we'd rather have 3 black sources than 2 green sources next turn, right? Because of, like, Thoughtseize plus Liliana or whatever. That did work out well, Branch. Agreed. This game is hilariously over. Alright, we got a freebie. I'm okay with getting a free win. Yeah, a good 60% of the time your hand's mono black anyway. Like, these are the green spells in the deck. There are 7 mono green spells in the main deck. It's just, our sideboards are nearly mono black as well. So we want Languish's Last Hope. For sure. Am I on the Baloth? Kinda iffy on that. It's not like amazing. Yeah. These are definitely very good though. I dislike killing the bird versus Coco combo. I would agree with that. Because you just need to like kill their payoffs and then their birds don't matter as the game goes along. Especially now they don't run Gavany Township anymore either in those sorts of decks, which is just weird to me. You just don't see Gavany Townships anymore. So I can trim a Bob on the draw, and then I need to cut 2 more cards. I think the sketchy cards are like Thoughtseizes, maybe another Bob. Like, everything else is pretty great though. I guess I'm just gonna cut the Thoughtseizes. Oh, thank you so much for the cheers. I appreciate you. Alright, I think we're running it like this. I don't think I'm bringing in the Baloth. That might be a punt on my part. It's like decent against Mantis Rider. It is indeed the sex number, or that is correct. Oh my gosh, this hand is beautiful. Everything we could ever ask for. Got better, just mono removal. They keep another 1-lander. What is this? What's going on? Okay, they did not keep another 1-lander. Kill everything and bob them out. That's the hope. How am I doing? I'm doing very well, or I am doing quite well. I got approved for partnership, which makes me so happy. It's like amazing. I kind of want to Brutality this. I'm worried that if I don't Brutality this, like, we don't need to land the Bob this turn because we've got so much to do with our mana. Like, I think the Bob can wait for a couple turns and will still be good. I kind of just want to slow down the early burst of damage enough, though. So I think I'm just going to Brutality this and feel happy about it. Feel happy that I'm on 19 and they're on their 3rd turn of the game. Autumn now with checkmark. So exciting. I just don't think this ever happening in Jectilio. They 100% have something to grow the champion by then. I just don't think we're ever getting to Lily that champion. As nice as it would be. Right, Liliana's down. It's not surprising. That card is very good against them. Is this the Bob turn? This might be the Bob turn. They don't have that much pressure currently. It's always so scary casting this card against aggro decks, but there's a point at which you want to start making the cards flow. And I think this is probably the point. I also don't really want to use up a removal spell right now because of Meddling Mage. I guess they probably bought out Meddling Mages against me though. Most likely. Card doesn't seem great. It is a Lieutenant. Okay. So now we just need to keep up with their creatures so that Bob doesn't kill us. Which shouldn't be too big an ask. Now we Pulse Lieutenant. Yeah, we could do. I kind of want to Lily Edict because I'm pretty happy getting rid of either of these creatures. I think that sounds nice to me. I don't really mind what creature they sack as long as we're getting rid of some stuff. And then we probably force them to send some damage at Liliana, which is good for us. Yeah, we got rid of the Lieutenant. Now next turn we have 2 Terminates. Am I holding back Bob to block with? I might be. I don't think getting in 2 damage matters that much here. If they play a... I guess if they play a Lieutenant, it's kind of hard to block, potentially. I think I'm going to hold back Bob, though. I don't think the 2 damage matters too much, and it could make my opponent's like attacks a bit more awkward, potentially. Alright, that's an issue. At least I can trophy that and they don't get a land. That is nice. We can trophy this and they don't get a land out of it. I think I'd probably block their Bob with my Bob. I'm unsure. Though. Interesting. So they're just going to attack for free in the air. And not let the Bob straight off. Bob, to be clear, not the guy sat across from you. Understood. So they don't have a Mantis Rider. They do have a Sing Collector. Jesus. That card seems disgusting against us. So we have to remove their Bob next turn. Kinda need another removal spell. Well, that fits the bill. Oh, I can go kill this, get back the Liliana. Liliana plus on the Bob. Potentially. The removal gods are indeed on my side. They really are. It seems pretty good. At the very least, Liliana will soak up some damage. Which is decent for us. Whilst, like, we start trying to pull ahead here. We need to get down our Goyf to stabilize this board at some point, but I think this is pretty good. Confirmed lucky. Since when are we ever lucky? That doesn't occur here. But Bugler is a problem. Yeah, they don't play Path to Exile's Injectilio. It's too hard for them to cast consistently with their mana base. They've got another Bugler off the Bugler. So lucky. So if I chump with my Bob, I get to keep Liliana in play, which I think is worth. I think that's worth it. Then I get to pulse the champion, play a Goyf on defense. I think this is worth it. And Liliana starts chewing through things. Oh, they're going to play another Bugler post-combat. Though, but... Yeah, we get to kill the Sin Collector or the Hierarch, like whichever one we want to get rid of. Yeah, exactly, Branch. I was an affiliate before, which is the stage beforehand. These Buglers are nice against us. We're definitely falling behind here. The Goyf's going to do a lot of work, though, helping stabilize this. So I think I kill the Sin Collector. Do you want to pulse the Bugler? Problem is, I don't know how we're ever dealing with the champion if we do that. Whereas Tarmogoyf can always block Bugler. So I don't think I'm interested in that. Boop. Alright, this game's pretty close. If they have a Reflector Mage, we could be in trouble. Otherwise, we're starting to pull back ahead with Liliana mowing down their board a bit for us. That's decent. That lets them kill the Liliana, but lets us eat a Bugler in combat. It's not the end of the world for us. Like, they're trading a Bugler for the Liliana that's already killed a couple things. Okay. Oh. What now? So I can go Liliana plus and just keep sitting behind this Tarmogoyf. Which I guess is the plan. Also kind of want to kill this so they don't have black mana anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this. Cut them off black mana. Can get a forest at this point for Scooze because we have lots of black mana. And we go Liliana of the Veil, and I think I'm plussing because we have this Goyf on defense. Weirdly, I think plussing actually makes it harder for them to kill our Liliana, even though they get to keep more creatures in play, because of how this Goyf functions versus their board. Right, we ate an Aether Vial from their hand, so all they have left in hand is the Thalia. We have a 6/7 Goyf on defense that can block this. They can only get through 3 damage on Lily, so they can't quite kill her, which is good. So I think we're at like a weird kind of parity here. Alright, now the Lily's going to take the Thalia from their hand. It's not clear that them attacking is even good for them. They agree. Oh, what? Opponent is a god. How's that ghosting? We don't know the top card of our deck, right? No one knew the top card of our deck. They're just incredibly smart. Jeez, that's so brutal. Alright, what do I do now? I guess I minus my Lily. And they sack, like, the Hierarch. But again, they can't attack down Liliana without losing a creature, which means we get to eat the Mage in combat. I don't really want to plus here, even though it takes their Thalia, because then we lose our Scooze. And Liliana still just dies in combat. So I think this is just better. What do I think of Domri Raid and Kaya being in RNA? I'm really excited for Kaya to return. Kaya was such an awesome character. Good representation and stuff. I never really had that much of an attachment to Domri, because Domri kinda like was around about the point that was like just before the point that I started playing. So I never really had that much attachment to that character. But Kaya is an awesome one. Ooh, I looked away for a moment. Oh, thanks for the bits, I appreciate it. The soul read was so real, it was absurd. It's like the best soul read I've seen in a while. Alright. Well, we take down their lieutenants. This Liliana is like chewed for a few of their cards, which is good for us. Awesome. So this is going to give them another mana, but they have a Vial on free anyway, so I don't think that matters too much. Also, this costs an extra mana, but because we just want to get our Skoos going, then we can start killing them. Right. I wonder if I start attacking with my Goyf soon. Probably not quite yet. Can probably wait for the Skoos to stabilize us a bit more first. Oh, sorry, I did thank the wrong person. No! I probably did. I've been, like, jumping between things. Thank you so much for the cheers, Temperance. Appreciate you. Appreciate the continued support. And yeah, the Soul Read is just, like, absurd. It's so amazing. This Skoos is gonna be something. Skoos is certainly going to be something. I think I hit them for 6. Just like start closing this game. I'm on such a high life total. Skoos is going to gain me some life too. And just like, we don't have forever against them. Like if we draw poorly and they draw well, we could easily lose this. Yeah, Reflector Mage is brutal now, but we give them a 1-turn window where Reflector Mage is brutal in exchange for like closing the game out a turn early, which I think is reasonable. Oh, you'll never forgive me? No! Aww. My heart can't take this. How do I earn your forgiveness, Temperance? That's not the best one. This is the best one, though. I'm meant to attack with both first. I'm probably holding back one on defense, if we're being honest. Boop. I can hold back the Skoos on defense and just hit them with the Goyf. And then even if they draw a Reflect Mage, I think I just want to protect Liliana. I don't see how we lose now with the if we just protect the Liliana for 1 turn, and then next turn we have lethal regardless. And next turn we get to force them to start chump blocking. The other option is I just attack with both. And then we have 2 lethal creatures next turn, and they have to start pressuring the Lily. Like, all 3 options are kind of valid in their own ways, weirdly. I'm actually not remotely sure which is correct. Huh. Probably by making some rad emotes. That's true. That would earn your forgiveness. I can afford to play this really, like, absurdly safe now that we have the Liliana. I guess Mantis Rider doesn't really matter because we got Skoos. It's Like, nothing really matters at this point. We're just so far ahead. These games are tight when they actually get to do their thing. Like, this game was really interesting. Right, they get to kill Lily, but our Scooze is going to be gigantic. Next turn they have to chump block. So we're like kind of punished, but not really. Oh my god. Assemble the Tarmogoyfs. Rar. Autumn 6 play cards at random. Oh my god. Let the chump blocks commence. That does appear to be what's going to happen. Second Tarmogoyf. Go. Tarmogoyf's such an unreasonable magic card. How is this card in any way okay? They're playing 2 mana 1/2s and we're playing 2 mana 6/7s. Right, easy 2-1. I love this deck. This deck makes me so happy. I really wish I could just like play this in Liverpool. Not worry about how I should be playing Dredge instead. Right, I'm gonna go get some water a moment, and then we'll continue this league. Easy 2-1. Alright. This is exactly the sort of deck you struggle with. I love this sort of deck in Jactilio. It makes me happy. Why can't you play this in Liverpool? I mean, I can play this in Liverpool. I'm probably going to. Doesn't mean it's the correct decision. Hey, Chocolate. Good to see you. It's more a matter of, like, a keen awareness that fair decks are not exactly the place to be in Modern, combined with a keen awareness that I enjoy fair decks way too much. Dang, this hand is nice. Even got the Treetop, so we don't feel bad about Inquisition on turn 2. More blue-white. Come on with that nonsense. What am I taking? Kind of want to take the Spell Snare, so if I rip an untapped land, I can just slam Bob. I think I like that plan. The Spell Snare is going to be good at some point here. Land. Alright. This is still fine. Path to Exile. That's not a fair magic card. What about Grixis Death Shadow? We might actually play some of that on stream soon. I quite like that deck. I played some of it before and I'm not great at it, but I really enjoy it. I'm gonna take the Mana Leak. They want to path for Bob, I get a land. The D-Sphere doesn't matter because of Decay. Pretty happy if they want to give me a land of that path, honestly. With our Treetop in play, that needs a bit of mana here. to be helped on its way. Steel VTs, Grixis Shadow Phoenix deck. That deck seems like a treat. That deck seems like quite the treat. You think it's maybe Busto? Interesting. Ship it my way, VT. I might actually give it a try at some point. It's like exactly the sort of thing I'd enjoy. What happened to the Blue Black Mill deck? We're actually going to play some of that deck later. That deck is sweet. I think it's actually pretty reasonable. Alright, it's starting to slip a bit behind here. Missing land drop's not ideal. Wow. They're just letting us untap with this. I guess they don't want to give us lands, but I'm pretty okay with this. Now I pass the Tome of Decay up. I'm worried that if I attack, I'm just going to get run into a Snapcaster Mage. I don't think the 2 damage is the end of the world. So I think I'm just going to pass with Decay up. Yeah, I agree, Chocolate. I like that plan. If they play a Planeswalker, we can trophy it. Otherwise, we can Decay the Sphere. So I'm kind of an okay spot here. Ooh, thanks for the link, BT. Appreciate you. I might actually give this a try later, honestly. It looks really sweet. So we Decay the Sphere. And then things get exciting. Because we're going to be drawing a lot of cards. Taking a lot of damage. Bob. Alright. We only had to get 8 cards into the deck, but we found our 3rd land. Took us a while. Oh, thanks, Baron. Appreciate you. I'm so excited about it. I've been wanting to be partnered for so long now. I think I can start attacking. It seems fine to me. If they want to settle the Wreckage me, then whatever. I'm already up 1 million cards of these bobs. The lands would be nice. Yeah, I've been trying really hard, Baron. I'm really glad it paid off. I think I'm just slamming a Liliana. Just like, put this Liliana into play. I guess the worst case is they cryptic and then start attacking me with the Colonnade. Maybe I need to go Brutality into push. I'm actually at risk of them attacking me with the Colonnade now, which I'm not really used to in this matchup. Because I don't normally get to keep 2 bobs in play. This is actually, yeah, this is really bad. I'm just meant to Brutality plus push. Make sure they can't hit me. This is so bad. That was such a bad play. Okay, they're just playing it to Fairy. Liliana of the Veil is awesome in this matchup, in my experience. I've had very enthusiastically positive experiences with Liliana of the Veil. I know lots of people seem to be off her in the matchup, but I still don't really understand that. Thank God we did draw a land. It took us a moment. Right. So I need to remove this to Fairy. So yes, I'm going Thoughtseize you, Trophy, hold up, push. Like, we've ultimated so many Lilianas against blue-white control on stream. It just seems to keep happening. Oh, this is great. Get another land. Bob's already drawn us cards. Deal. very interested in this. Like, I don't really want 2 Bobs active. 1 is enough. Alright. That's a bit sadder. But we've got all these treetops to use our mana on. And now they just have nothing. They have a Plains versus our 6 cards. They have a Plains and a Colonnade. Colonnade's a bit annoying. If they draw a counterspell for the push, we could still lose this, but otherwise I think we're big favourites. Oh, that makes sense, Chocolate Man. That makes sense. Thanks, DC. Appreciate it. I am super, super happy about it. Please don't have a negate. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it, opponent. Have a heart. Thank you. No, keeping that vision in hand for better times. Apparently. Interesting. I wonder what's in that hand. I think I just want to land 2 Lilianas and play though. I think this seems great. Discard the Brutality. Yeah, getting 2 Lilianas in play seems nice. Thank you, Sadie. I'm really, really happy about it. Feels so validating. Like having your work pay off, you know? That is a hallowed fountain, my friend. Hallowed fountain is not gonna cut it here. I don't want to plus this. I don't feel like it's worth discarding a card for. We have a Nearing Ultimate, though, which has like a lot of value. Yeah, I think we're gonna win this one. I think we're gonna win this one. I guess discarding a card is probably worth a loyalty here. Alright, and then we can swing these. Have the Scoos to shut down Snappy. Sweeper doesn't do anything. GP Liverpool's this weekend. Very excited for it. What are we eating? There's no creatures in either of the yards, so I guess we just chew through some of their spells. Oh, what the hell is this draw? This draw is nonsense. That's the most nonsense draw I've ever seen. We probably couldn't lose anyway, but you know. I'm not fair. I am not fair. I don't think we're like 3-0 in this matchup. Lifetime. I think the matchup's like probably pretty close, honestly. We have a lot of Planeswalkers in our build, which helps. Like, we have a lot of Planeswalkers. We have 5 in the main deck. Tricking other people into playing black-green, that's what I do. Yeah, I agree, Heat Checker. Bob is the single best card in the deck against them. And lots of people have cut Bob, which I think makes them, like, has to hurt you. Like, Tracker's good against them, but the fact you can just, like, go discard spell Bob and just, like, put them on the back foot, force them to have answers from turn 2 is really nice. Like, Tracker is very good in the matchup, but I think Bob's just on another level. Alright, so we've been taking out the pushes, and we were taking out the Kalitas. And this seemed to work pretty well. Honestly, Scavenging Ooze isn't great in the matchup. And Colonnade is significant enough that I could see just still wanting, like, a push over a Scooze, but... Thoughtseize into Bob, you say? Sneak. Oh yeah, Trophy helps a lot. Trophy helps a huge amount. I agree completely. Just being able to trophy a Planeswalker is so important. Matters a lot. This hand is strong. Yeah, those are some Planeswalkers. I guess I'm just taking the Jace. Because I have more time until the Teferi hits. Yep. Don't worry about Teferi later. Problem is, if I play this Lily, I want to, like, discard the forest. I don't really want to reveal my Field of Ruin, but... yeah, I just don't want to reveal this Field of Ruin, I think. If they path the Bob, then that gets us a second black anyway. Alright, that's a good spell now. So many Bobs. So many Bobs. Alright, what am I playing? Think... huh. This is really tough. This is a tough spot. Like, all our plays are pretty good. I don't think I want to play Liliana of the Veil, because I think I'm really happy with all these cards. There's none I really want to discard. So it's Last Hope or Bob. If we play a Bob and it gets pathed, we get to go Lily plus Bob next turn, which is really nice. Yeah, I think I agree, Heat Checker. I think I agree with you. I'm not sure we want to double Bob, though, because then we run into a Wrath pretty badly. This can dig us towards discard, too, if it sticks, to help get rid of the Teferi. Like, we really want to find a Duress or something here at the moment. So I think I like this. If it gets pathed, we get to double spell. God damn it. Alright. We're in some trouble now. Jace is quite the magic card. Jace is a good punish for playing Bob instead of Lily. Not really far behind. They're going to have 2 active Planeswalkers. I think I might just have to double Bob. I think basically anything else is just like this is bad if they have a Verdict. But I think basically anything else we do is just not good enough. Lily doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything because they're drawing so many cards. Fulminator Maging their land is like stops the Teferi for a turn, but I think that means that we just end up dying to the Jace. So I think we just have to play both of these and hope they don't have a Wrath, and that's our chance. Yeah, they can set up a Terminus here too, that is true. But they've already used 2 Ops. So... yeah, exactly, Afbor. I agree completely. Trophy, this sort of situation is why Trophy is so good. Planeswalkers are just very hard for this deck to remove. And this sort of situation happens a lot less now. Because of Trophy. Alright. Well, this isn't going to be easy. But maybe we can kill the Jace here. This is heckin' nice. Jeez, that's a good one. Field shuffles their Terminus. If they left one, it does, yeah. I just need to lead on Duress, right? I need the info. And then I can work from there. Just like really need this information to know what I'm meant to be doing. The gates. So the Jace is dead. That is good. Question is, did they leave a Terminus on top? Kinda need to kill the Colonnade at some point anyway. So I guess this makes sense. We 2 at Jace, 2 at Teferi, play Treetop, field the Colonnade. Yeah, it seems like the best line. It shuffles away a Terminus if they left one on top. And it also gets the Treetop in play to help pressure the Teferi with, should they sweep our board. And getting rid of the Colonnade means that a Planeswalker or an Eternal 2 is much more impactful. Much harder for them to answer cleanly. Play our Treetop. God, Treetop Village is absurd. It's unreal how much better this is than just like all the other creature lands. I guess it's like on par with Colonnade, but just like none of the others are close. It's so efficient. What? Come on. Grumble, 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 grumble. Salt, 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 salt. Oh. Okay. Alright, alright. It's a miracle. Sure is. Something like that. It's something like that. Opponent did shuffle. They sure did. The Field of Ruin is a forced search and a forced shuffle, so... Alright, play my Fulminator. Cool. Thanks, Ironside. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh.
Knight of Autumn. I registered them last weekend and did cast 2 versus Burn.
Thank you so much, Jarvis, for returning as a Knight of Autumn. Appreciate you. I appreciate that my knights are supporting you in your efforts to come. Alright. That was awkward. I was talking. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That was not my best moment. I'm just gonna let them draw here. If they want to remove the Fulminator, I'm gonna force them to do it. We let them have extra mana this way, but the rest of the deck was not great, unfortunately. No. What deck were you playing, Jarvis, with Night of Autumns? Just some Spirits nonsense, or Devoted Druid? Yeah, those decks are like a bit awkward. I never understand why this card is brought in, by the way, against the Liliana of the Veil deck. This always perplexes me. Like, I guess they could have a negate here, but I just never understand this in the slightest. Continues to puzzle me. Yeah, I agree, but people keep doing it. I think I meant to Fulminate them now to cut them off Cryptic. For sake of my Liliana. Like, people keep boarding this in against me. I also have lots of people board in, what's it called? Rest in Peace against me. Oh, you do it draw step instead for the info? That's fair. That's fair. That makes sense. Alright. This game would be dramatically easier if we'd smartly attacked the Teferi last turn, but here we are. We'd be like so far ahead if we'd attacked the Teferi. We'd have ground through like 2 Planeswalkers very easily. It's fine though, it's fine. I think I hold this land for my Liliana and just say go. No! Rude. I just don't understand this. Why do people keep boarding this card in against me? It's so bad. The single best card in their deck is Snapcaster Mage. By a million miles. And the second best is like Search for a Scanter. They don't play many snaps. I feel like whenever I get ahead, the one card I start to be afraid of is Snap, though. I don't know. It kills Goyf, I guess. Goyf isn't that scary for them, though. They have Sweepers. God, they have a Cryptic Command in hand. This game's just over. Can't really beat the Cryptic Command. Yeah... If I had been smart and attacked, I think this game would be like close-ish. Attack with Treetop, so no, they just fetch a blue source. Last Hope isn't resolving. Yeah, slam the Liliana anyway to try and make a top deck live. That's fair. We need to get the Cryptic out their hand too. It's also possible they just let this resolve. Like a Teferi to tuck it and no access to our graveyard. Alright, alright. It's not looking great for us. We'll concede that it is not looking great for us. They're also, like, they have a land held in hand, so they're protecting their spells from our Liliana. Liliana versus one Time Mage. Is this the third Jace? Jeez. Jace is so good. I think I can scoop in a moment. Life equity. Pretty sure this is the moment when I'm allowed to scoop. God damn it, don't give me hope. Why you gotta give me hope? Alright. Fine. So I attack the Teferi. I trophy Teferi, do I? I feel like the Jace is more annoying. I guess in order for them to take up Jace's loyalty, they don't draw cards. That's fair. Yeah. I feel Jace is much worse for us, but also that Scavenging Ooze is better at trying to kill Jace. If our opponent bricks. Alright, kill your Teferi. Please resolve. Come on, come on. Give me this one. No. No, they have a negate. Alright. Fine. Game free. That game was like surprisingly close considering they resolved 3 planeswalkers. Yeah, let's run it back. The free draws are reasonable. Also, I punted. I punted really badly in Jactilio. Agree. Such things have been known to happen on occasion. Alright. 2 bobs. Lock it in. It's not as good as our previous 2 hands, but it is quite respectable. I would like to cast my Bob. Spell Snare. I'm not really sure on Jactilio. There's Andre's article, which I remember being quite decent, and Paolo's article. Beyond that, I don't really know of any resources for the deck, though. Beyond just, like, practicing it a bunch. I kind of just want to Stone Rain them, keep them on the back foot whilst our Bob draws us cards. So that can't be too bad. It feels aggressive, like I kind of like saving this for the creature lands, but I think it's nice. Always Stone Rain, always Stone Rain. Why would we ever not Stone Rain? We need a Stone Rain emote, oh my god. We need a Stone Rain emote so bad. Stone Rain emote sounds amazing. Stone Rain emote hype, it has to exist. This is a thing we need in our lives. God, this is just the best card in the matchup. It's not even close. Look how absurd this has been. Just, like, being completely unreasonable. I get to land up Planeswalker, hopefully. Maybe they've a negate. Beats. With the Treetop in play, we now don't have to overcommit to the board to pressure their life. I'll just shut up. Do they have another negate? Excellent question, Reavowed. Why does God hate you? To be fair, I also run pretty good sometimes, Jarvis. I don't always call my own shots. Autumn 6 grin for Stone Rain. It's true though. It's really true. Can I teach you the Rungets? What am I meant to do here? If I cast the Liliana, they might have a negate for her. I think I'm still gonna do it though. I'm gonna attack for 2. Yeah, I can change my emote prefix. I'm gonna look into that tonight, DC. That is the plan. Goyf into Lily. I think I'm just casting the Lily. We can't Stone Rain them. They have a field. They have field activation. It is bad, I agree. I do fully intend to change it. Autumn 6 time. This is true. This is accurate. Yeah, this is fine. I'm just gonna pass with Trophy up. Then if they cast a Jace, I can immediately Trophy it. I don't want to overcommit into a Wrath particularly. I guess they can't cast Jace because of Treetop. Maybe this is bad because of that reason. This is probably bad because they can't actually cast the Jace even. So I'm just like wasting my mana here. Wow, they are missing their land drop. That is a thing that is occurring. Yeah, that's true, but they tapped out for the mana leak. So we could have like cast a 2-drop afterwards. On that basis. So I just attack for 2. Is it Fulminator o'clock? I'm going to cast the Fulminator. And then probably just leave it sitting in play. I think is the plan. Please downgrade the time emote. So what I'm planning on doing in Jectilio is getting a silver version of the time emote made. And we can have the gold one as tier 2 and the silver one as tier 1. And I thought that would be quite kind of nice. But that's going to take about a week to get done. But soon everyone will have access to a time one. But we get to keep the gold one as like a special one. I thought that would work kind of nicely. The spam will be quite real. It really will be. Alright, incoming Terminus. Off the top. You just know they're gonna hit a Terminus this turn, right? Just like 100%. Cool. That's encouraging. He'll be time o'clock all the time. Kind of already is. God, I'm actually 10 minutes down on my opponent right now. That's kind of egregious. That's like a little bit egregious. Yeah, this is game 3. We won game 1 and probably could have won game 2. So we're going for the 3-0 win. It's fine, control decks are famously fast. Yeah, activating your Jace takes no time at all. Those brainstorms, moments. Alright. I guess I could eat some stuff there. I have this other Scooze that's coming down though. Seems fine. Now I can get rid of this path before they can snap us. We have Lethal in play again. Could try trophying, but I think we've seen 3 Planesers from their deck, unfortunately. As great as that sounds. Planesers. Fair point, well presented. Perhaps not optimal phrasing. How have they not drawn another land? There are 11 cards into their deck. Alright. I guess we just pass the turn now. We have 2 lethal creatures in play. It is a tiny bit annoying, Sadie. You're not wrong. Just the tiniest bit. I guess they just didn't want to play a land until they removed the Fulminator, potentially. Which would, like, make some amount of sense. Ooh. Nice. Cool. Opponent did not want to show the horror show going on over there. We're like, we were 7 cards deeper into our deck because of Dark Confidant. That's kind of absurd. Alright. 3-1. That was a long match. I'm gonna go refill my water a sec. Go to the bathroom. And then we're gonna go for the Spore one. And it's gonna validate my feelings about playing black-green against my better judgment. Have a nice day, or I'll see ya. I'll see the rest of you shortly. Alright, let's get this 4-1. It's a glorious day, Jarvis. I agree with you. It's quite the glorious day. Even the chair looks happy. Oh my god. It's a very, very good day. Cool. I think after this league, I might play some more mill. Not because I'm considering it for Liverpool anymore, but I just got partnered. I kind of just want to have fun. Milling people is great, apparently. It sounds like a nice plan to me. Celebratory mill hype, I know, right? What more could we want to do than make our opponent put their cards into the graveyard one at a time? Sounds great. Get paired against all these blue-white decks. Ooh, is this... This is Dom, right? I think this is Dom. Are you the Dom Sanders? I think that's his surname. It's gonna be real awkward if it isn't. Keep. Let's find a land on top. What's a Tarmogoyf? Tarmogoyf's already good. I kinda want to hit land for the Bob though. I'm gonna bottom this. This Treetop is really awkward in this hand because I want to go Inquisition on 1. I also want to go Bob on 2. Definitely just Inquisitioning to start though. Hopefully we hit an untapped land for the Bob or the Brutality. Oh my lord, we're so dead. How are we so dead? I guess we're not necessarily dead. My hand doesn't do anything currently. Alright. Sure. Let's find ourselves a Kalitas, preferably not off the Bob trigger. Day 2 of mill, yeah, that's an easy way to get a feature match, for sure. Coverage loves it, chat loves it, like, who wouldn't love it? Aw, thank you so much, Sharp. It's like absurdly exciting knowing that my work is paying off and starting to get somewhere. I think I meant to just play the Liliana. Like, a bit of me wants to play this so that if we draw a Kalitas we can slam it into play. It's also a bit awkward. I need like more green sources for Scavenging Ooze. I wonder if I'm just meant to get Overgrown Tomb because it's a green source. Just like accept it's dealing me 2, but the way I win this is by drawing either a Scavenging Ooze or a Kalitas anyway, so taking 2 is not the end of the world from that perspective. I think I actually like that plan. I just like need green sources. Oh my god, Lassie. That's so awkward. That's so incredibly awkward. Look at this Liliana mowing down that Narcomoeba. Eek. Alert. Alert. I think there is a weirdly good argument for minusing Liliana to try and find a Scooze or a Kalitas. I guess I have to plus though, because next turn the Conflagrate's gonna happen. Most likely. And then Liliana doesn't die to Conflagrate. Bob seeing the demise coming. I'm honestly not that upset about that. Ooh, I can take my opponent off green mana here. Right? I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this just, like, cuts off green mana completely. Which I think is really worthwhile. Just, like, keep getting more forests here, too. For the eventual Scooze that we're trying to find. Yeah, they only have mountains. Cutting off green mana is really important against Conflagrates going long. Might even motivate my opponent just to Conflagrate us now as well. Which is good, because then we're drawing towards Kalitas and Scooze to take over the game. I have seen lists play Forest, I've also seen lists play Swamp, but most of them just have mountains. The vast majority of them. Yeah, Dom said in chat that he should have got a second Stomping Ground to play around that. Which makes a lot of sense. Well, this is scary. The Conflagrate just sitting there in the yard. Oh, just drew 2 cards, trying to draw towards a green source or something? That's already surprising, not dredging the loam. Yes, it makes sense. Yeah, just wants to find a green source to keep playing Magic. This way, like, gets back 2 creatures, which is decent. You can do it on our end step to play around Lily Plus as well. Holy cow. That's an absurd draw. Jeez. Ah! This commentary in chat is great. Om nom nom. Oh my god, this is great. So yes, this is fetching a swamp. Yeah, the Ooze is the nut. We also have the Lily to buy it back. If they ever kill it. Which is going to be hard work to do in the first place. Casting this first, because if Dom returns the Bloodghast to save it from the Scooze, we get to mow it down with the Liliana. Which is really nice. Alright, so we eat the Amalgam, 100%. I believe we eat the Conflagrate. I don't really care about the Bloodghast that much. Do I eat the Loam or the Bloodghast? Or do I wait? That's the other option, just waiting. That seems fine. If he kills the Scooze, I just get the Scooze right back with the Liliana. I don't think the Bloodghast matters that much. Yeah, Lily checks the Bloodghast too, yep. I think that seems fine. I'm actually going to hold back Bob here. There's like some weird world in which he like draws Conflagrate and like kills the Skoos, deals some damage to Lily, return Bloodghast, attack Lily, like maybe discard multiple Bloodghasts for that. And then I want to be able to like block with the Bob. I'm not convinced the 2 damage matters very much at this point. I think we're just going to take over the game with Skoos. I'd rather play around that like 0.5% weirdo scenario than get in my 2 damage. This is scary. Yep, so this means the Bloodghasts have haste. So I'm happy I left Bob sitting back. I'm also like pretty happy just to get rid of my Bob at the moment. Like trade it off to save 2 life. I just don't think Bob does very much anymore. Other than bolt us. Bob's done his job digging towards this Skoos for us. To remember there's a chill in hand. So we can get bolted at some point here if we're not careful. Very relevant to be aware of. 100% blocking with Bob. Not a moment's hesitation. Surgical. Surgical is going to happen post-board. I'm looking forward to that. Alright, Skoos, you got some work to do. So... you need to gain some life. If I don't think I want to plus on the Bob, I think I want to plus on one of their creatures. Then I can do like Brutality to gain life and kill something, so I can start eating it. The other option is I get to eat 3 things if I go Tarmogoyf. Yeah, I get the chill from their hand as well. That could be worth it, Leaf, honestly. Also gives us like full info, which we don't currently have. Ditch the Inquisition and something else. I'm unsure. It's like close to worth it. The life gain's really nice too. There's just so many different options to us here. We have like 10 different lines. I guess we're ultimating Liliana next turn, which is also good. It's just going to block on the ground forever. So like the Amalgam almost doesn't matter. So I'm going to kill the Narcomoeba. I think I'm going to do the Brutality thing. Getting rid of Inquisition and Decay. Alright, we get to take this chill. Gain some life. We can eat the Bloodghast. Eat the life from the loam. Yeah, Lily's leaving the battlefield next turn either way, for sure. I think I just passed the turn here, again. With my 2 Skoos mana open. We want I guess draw step stop doesn't matter because there's no dredges. So you can go flashback looting. Yeah, I could remove the other looting. I think I'd rather just eat the dredges though. With my Skoos. and like let the looting happen. It's like pretty annoying if he discards Conflagrate specifically. But even that's not the end of the world. We get to gain a couple life with the Scooze. Scooze becomes a 6/6, so the Bob lives to protect the Liliana. Discards a Creeping Chill, that's good for us. There's a Stinky. Yeah, discarding the Conflagrate off the looting is definitely a bit scary. Right, so we can eat a Narcomoeba, gain some life. Eat the looting. A turn. Okay. So. -7 the Lily. Fatal Push, Stinkweed Imp. Eat Stinkweed Imp. Attack with our Scooze. Cool. Winning game 1 against Dredge is not easy. Jeez, that was a lot. That was hard work. I get to bring in some Grave Hate now. I get to take out these stupid Liliana of the Veils. Do nothing here. Yeah, we get to bring in Caius's favorite card, Surgical Extraction. Alright. So the other bad cards are like removal basically. I think Trophy is just like absurdly bad. Giving them a land is so rough. Everyone's favorite card, accurate, Squirm, accurate. So this is currently what we're doing. There's also these two that are our options. Liliana protects our Scooze and Kalitas from Conflagrate. And Baloth gains us life and just like blocks reasonably. So the question is, are they better than any of like 4th Bob, Brutality, Abrupt Decay, Fatal Push? I think they probably are. I'm not sure which ones are the worst though. I think Bob drawing towards hate cards is like kind of legit. You have to be careful about your life, keeping your life total high though, but... So our bad cards are these 51 cards. Our good cards are our Scoozes and our Kalitas and our heat cards. And you just have to cross your fingers. Honestly, the efficiency of Fatal Push matters a lot in combination with Scooze. So I don't think I'm cutting this the push, even though it's not great. It's also good in combination with Spellbomb. My inclination is to cut the Decay for a Liliana and to continue to not bring in the Baloth. Baloth's like fine. It's certainly not terrible. It's like a fair game. So, this stupid card shouldn't be in my sideboard. Just like never want to board it in. It's so expensive. So bad with Dark Confidant. Alright, I'm gonna try it out, but I'm not convinced. Oh, Dredge is so good. Maybe I should just be playing Dredge. Baloth is sweet versus the Mirror against Liliana or the Veil for sure. It's also real nice against Burn. And like Hollow One as well. Where like not only is it good against Inquiry, but you're also just like looking for some life gain in that matchup. This hand is pretty unreasonable. It must be said. This hand is, like, fairly unreasonable. Right, I'm gonna Duress first. This is great, though. Three sideboard cards and a Scavenging Ooze. Partnered streamer luck, you're not wrong. Lightning Axe, you say? Get that one out of here. Not killing my scoos. So this is how you become a professional Magic player. Just draw like this. Can I just say, one of us knows how to do the lizard. And that person is not Dom Sanders. Discarding Stinkweed Imp. Get that nonsense out of here. I could get rid of like a payoff, but Stinkweed Imp's actually legitimately really annoying for our deck because it blocks all our creatures forever. So I actually think Stinkweed Imp is like kind of a payoff against us in a weird way. So I'm fairly happy just getting rid of all of them. Alright. So, 2 Lightning Axes. 3 Conflagrates. Only 3 Bloodghasts. Only 1 Thug. 4 Chills. How does 1 Lizard? I will show you in a moment. It is great though. You're left in Shriekhorns against the Tarmogoyf deck. Interesting. Alright. Am I playing it safe with the Spellbomb? I think I am. I think I'm just going to be like super safe here and play the Spellbomb instead of the Skoos. And then next time we can play Skoos with a mana up. Just like no reason to take a risk, we're so far ahead. Resolves. Oh, I should have played the fetch land that turn, because I really want the second Overgrown Tomb for Skoos activations. Never mind. It's also good. It's possible I'm meant to be killing the green source at some point soon, but I'm going to get Skoos going first. So you do the lizard like so. Open square brackets, S, lizard, close square brackets. And you get a lizard. It's great. It's the best way of BMing someone. A plus BMing. Narcomoeba. Kind of... Taking the Narcomoeba feels aggressive. Narcomoeba doesn't do that much. It does grow our Scavenging Ooze, which is nice. Autumn 6 S Lizard. Wow. Incredible. I have to check a message a sec, sorry. I think I just let them have this. I've got the Spellbomb. got this Spellbomb. Alright. I'm being greedy. I've got the Spellbomb up. If Dom goes like Reunion, Thug, discard Thug plus Loam, I've got the Spellbomb to protect me. I just kind of want to grow my Ooze. Start getting it out of Lightning Axe range. This is fine. Don't care about the Creeping Chill. Can dredge a Loam too. Don't care about that particularly either. There's the Narcomoeba. Punished. So punished. Alright, alright. Gets back some lands. Yep. Failure does lead to soul. Can confirm. Sorry, just responding to some important stuff. Right. So I get to eat the looting, eat the loam. Which is good. Play the Catacombs, bash in with the Ooze. I actually wonder if I was meant to leave the loam. I feel like I'm pretty happy if my opponent dredges loam. Because I can eat any payoffs that are milled, and it means he's not drawing towards Lightning Axe. I think I was meant to leave the loam. Oh my gosh. Hey Gab. Yeah, we hit partner. It's like unreal. I'm so happy about it. Welcome to everyone joining us. Joining the now partnered streamer. Playing some green, black, and modern. We're going to play some mill after this match though. We're playing for the 4-1 with green, black, and then we're going to play some mill. Seems great. Celebratory mill stream. This is a problem. Yes, I've still got the Spellbomb at least. But this is definitely a yikes. I did run into Dom in a league. I'm currently playing against Dom. Which is pretty great. Got some solid S-Lizard action going on in the chat. Alright, my Scooze dies. Takes 3 damage. There's no creatures for us to eat. Cool. Just gonna go ahead and get an Overgrown Tomb. It means Bloodghasts are hasty, but if we draw another Scavenging Ooze, we really want the green mana. And then I think I'm killing the Stomping Ground. Can't wait to pulse this Narcomoeba, the dream. I can't remember what lands Dom has left in hand, but cutting him off green mana sounds real appealing. If we can. And we just sort of stare at each other a while. One card is Gemstone Mine. Okay, well we can kill the Gemstone Mine next turn. If he plays it out, so... Yeah, we played Tron 0 times this league. We beat him blue-white control twice, I believe. Opponent says oops in chat. Appropriately. Beat him blue-white control twice. I can't remember what other decks we faced. Faced a bunch of different stuff. Oh, fetch land and play. That's rude. Oh, we lost to Hardened Scales, that's right. What was the other match against? And we beat humans. Yeah, we beat blue-white twice. And humans. Whereas I kind of want to pulse this, but I don't get to actually eat it. One nuke with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for coming in, Night of Autumn. Appreciate the support. It means a ton. Everyone get some hearts in chat for our new subscriber. I do have to cycle this at some point soon is the thing. Now that I have a backup one. If he doesn't have another land, killing the Blagast is nice, but I'm pretty sure it's a gemstone mine in his hand. I have not decided on what I'm playing at the GP yet. I'm most likely to play this, but I might also just play Dredge, because Dredge is great. Dredge is, like, absurdly good. God, we're taking 3 next turn. I think I'm just meant to crack this and try and find a creature. Honestly. We know there's a gemstone mine in his hand, I believe. So I think I just want to look for a creature. Except that this Bloodghast is like pretty much unkillable at the moment. Find a Tarmogoyf or something. Or like a Liliana to buy back our Scavenging Ooze is also good. Oh my god, Kamalian. I mean, you're not wrong. This matchup is not the best for us. This is why some people run ley lines, even though I personally dislike them. Played out the gemstone mine. Yikes. Alright. Yeah, we found a pulse target. Ley lines were cursed by a certain viewer of the stream and so cannot be used anymore. Also, we're very lucky magicians. We are quite lucky magicians, it turns out. Was that draw good? Good question, Caius. Good question. Listen, we drew our sideboard and almost lost. The matchup's great. We won game. I still can't believe we won game 1. That's like so unreasonable. Resolves. Sure, take it. That's a good draw. That is, as they say in the business, a good draw. Oh my god. This is great. Kill the amalgam. Cool. We got there. We only needed 4 hate cards. In order to beat our opponent. 5 hate cards, sorry. We had 2 spell bombs. We only needed 5 hate cards to beat Dredge. Oh my god. Alright. Easy 4-1. Deck is Busto. Obstinate Baloth is not Busto. Just gonna leave this at 14 card sideboard for a moment. Yargle. The mightiest avatar. I mean, Kalitas wins the game. But yes, Obstinate Baloth does not win the game. You're correct. This has put me off the whole treasure chest thing for a bit. Alright, let's mill some folk. Sounds great. Yargle did appear. Yargle did appear, ready for our sideboard. Alright.